Was another NCAA tournament run for the Michigan State Spartans last year. 4th place in the Big Ten. First 20-win season in 5 years. Man, could they put the ball through the hoop. Almost 83 points a game. 6th best in the country. And they've reloaded with some talent as well. It's time to focus on the green and white as Robyn Fralick is ready to start her 2nd year in East Lansing. She's here alongside Theryn Hallock and Julia Ayrault. And I want each of you to tell me something you learned from last year, year 1 of Robyn Fralick as a head coach. You can start.
Oh, that's a great question.
Thank you.
Something we learned. I think from my perspective, the biggest thing that we learned was just write your own story. I think our team did a really good job of staying in our huddle and focusing on getting better and focusing on writing a story that we were proud of.
Yeah, I think number one thing I learned from Coach Fralick was just relationships come first. As soon as she got to campus, it was, her getting to know us as people, as human beings, and then the basketball came next. And I think our season went the way it did just because of the trust and the relationships we built with her and her staff, for sure.
I'm going to have to piggyback off of that as well. I think we said throughout our year that togetherness is our superpower. And I think that's really big on and off the court. And I think also from a basketball standpoint, our rebounding became very crucial. And so rebounding is very important. I think that is a huge thing for us too.
I'll tell you something I learned about Michigan State last year.
What's that?
These two can ball.
Oh, yeah.
You both took huge steps up last year from the year before. How come? What felt different for each of you?
I honestly think it starts for me with this coaching staff. I think they saw my potential and who I am as not only a player but as a person, and it motivated me to play well on the court and to do my thing. I know I had to keep using my speed, and I took that onto my shoulder, and I wanted to put the team on my back and do the best I could for the team.
Coach Fralick and her staff, their belief in us, that helped me tremendously just with confidence, I think. She just builds us up, and she believes in us, and she believes in our abilities, and I think that was just huge for me personally. Just to have that you have your coach in your corner, and they know that they believe in you, you believe in them, and it works out.
I don't know. It's got to be more than belief. We're talking about the Big Ten 6th Player of the Year, a first-team All-Big Ten player. You saw something that the rest of us didn't see. What was it?
We focus on what we can do. I think so often in coaching you can get wrapped up in what you can't do or what's maybe a disadvantage, and we try to spend a lot of our time on what is an advantage, right? And what do they do really well, and how do we put them in situations to do that really well a lot. So I thought last year our team was fast. I thought we were versatile. We came in as a staff and felt like we had a lot of good players, and and it was our responsibility to figure out how to put them in spots to be successful.
Give me the scouting report. If you're going to put each of them in a spot to be successful, what do you have to do?
Well, Julia's a mismatch. I think that's one of her biggest superpowers is that she's so versatile and can play in so many spots on the court. And then Theryn's really fast. So when she gets the ball going downhill, something's going to happen. Something's going to happen. She makes a lot of things happen and plays really aggressive. And those are just a few things, but we felt like those were advantages.
Here's something I always wonder. When you have a great player who's mostly coming off the bench, how do you balance going, I love that we have her coming off the bench, versus I also want her to start?
Yeah.
How do you balance that?
In my opinion, in our perspective, it just didn't matter, right? She played starter minutes.
Right.
We felt like the way she came into a game and literally changed the tempo of the game, legitimately, she was our spark plug. I mean, she creates chaos, right? Theryn would check in, and the speed of the game would change. And I think you can be a sub, or you can be a 6-man, right? And those are different. Those are distinctions. And we loved the way the game would change when she would check in.
I think no matter the type of basketball, no matter the level, no matter the gender, no matter whatever, high-scoring ball is fun. It's fun to play. It's fun to watch. How do you two describe what the offense was like last year?
I think, obviously, our offense did a great job. I think being able to trust our teammates, and that's one of our core values. We trust each other to move the ball, to shoot the ball well, and I think that portrayed a lot because we would score above 80 points a game. I think it's really important to share the ball. We didn't have a lot of selfish plays that we did. We took care of it too. So to be able to know that our plays are going to work and that we're going to score really helped.
Yeah, I can't remember the exact stat, but I know we had a really long string of games in a row where we didn't have the same person lead us in scoring, and I think that's just team basketball, and it's what Coach Fralick preaches, and we kind of pride ourselves on that, and we just pride ourselves upon the fact that we know we have a lot of people who can do a lot of different things, and I think it led to a lot of success for us this year.
All right, I'm going to say a name, and I want you all to chime in. Just first thing that comes to your head. Grace Van Sluten.
Versatile.
How come? I didn't mean one word. I mean, just tell me about her. It didn't have to be like a game show. One word, we're done.
Yeah, sorry. Apologize. Versatile. She's got great length, speed, size, athleticism. You know, I think it's on both sides of the court. She can play all over the court on both sides. And the other piece that's been really fun about getting to coach Grace is she is really invested in being a good player. She really cares. She works really hard at it, and has fit right in to who we are and how we play.
Yeah, I would say fast. She's just like unbelievably fast, athletic. She's really fun to play with. She when she's in at the 5, we're just, from point guard to 5, I think we're pretty fast, and just her ability to kind of be at the top of a press too, and kind of pressure the ball handler and stuff. It's awesome.
Yeah, I like to call Grace my speed twin. We run really well together. So shout out Grace. I hope you're watching. She can run the floor like nobody else. I look up and she's already down there. She's ready to go. And I think another part that I look up to her as and I use as motivation, she's always in the gym. She's working. She wants to get better at what she might not be the best at, and she's always in the gym. She's always asking questions, and I use that as a motivation, and I look up to her for that.
The Speed Twins, that's a poster waiting to happen.
I like that.
Speed Twins, that's good. Another name, Nyla Hampton.
Oof. Good luck getting past her.
Sneaky. I was fortunate to coach Nyla
Right.
at Bowling Green, so I've known Nyla for a long time, and she's got great length. She just has a real ability to be disruptive on the defensive end of the floor. Creative, really fun decision maker, easy to play with, and very grateful that we are reunited with her.
Yeah, I was going to say defense. When we're playing in practice and stuff, you always have to know where Nyla is because, if she's doubling the post or she's guarding you on ball, she's just really good at defense and getting steals and pressuring the ball. So, I was going to say defense.
Yeah, like I said, she's not good. You're not getting past her. She's really good defensively. But also one thing I love about Nyla is she's just so personable. She's a great teammate. She's always there for you, whether she's on the sidelines or with you on the court. She's hyping you up. She's telling you what to do. She always will have your back, and I look up to her for that.
Describe a Robyn Fralick practice.
It's competitive. You know what you're going to get from Coach Fralick, and that's what I appreciate about her most. She's consistent with her ways. It's going to be competitive, though. There's a lot of new drills that we're trying out. Obviously, a lot of those drills connect with our speed and how we're transitioning from offense to defense. But a lot of our practices are fun, but they for sure are competitive.
Yeah, I was going to say high-intensity competitions, just a lot of playing 5-on-5 and doing game-like situations, so just a lot of, high-intense, good practice drills and stuff.
Would you like to describe a Robyn Fralick practice?
The best time of your life.
How could it not be?
A big thing in our program and with our staff is we want to train the way we play. And so if you want to play fast, if you want to have alignment on the offensive and defensive end, you have to play that way and you have to practice that way. So a lot of what we do simulates what we do. We do a lot of 5-on-5. We're always trying to figure our team out. You've got to get used to playing with a crowded court, and you got to get used to playing with pace.
Yeah. Last thing before we go. Give me a player I haven't asked you about that I should have asked you about.
Got to go Emma Shoemate. Just unbelievable shooter, unbelievable teammate. Really excited for her this year and excited to get to play with her as well.
I got 2. Jocelyn Tate. I think she's going to have another great year. She's been working really hard. And then also Jaden Simmons from Arizona State. I'm really excited to play with her. And she's just a calm, collective, really smart point guard. I'm excited to play with both of them.
I'm pretty sure I said a player, not 2, Theryn,
Sorry.
but whatever.
All of my teammates.
On that note, we're done, Spartans. Julia, Theryn, and Robyn, thank you so much for your time. Best of luck this season.
Thank you all.
Thanks for having us.
Go Green.